Jay Sano without intro music. Jay Sano with intro music. Intro music remix. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Jeff again, and coming to you from the Mindcrack server. I literally logged on to, first thing that I saw was a death message that Badge got blown up by a creeper. So I had to say, hi Badge, dead Badge, frowny face. It looks like he said he was, what, AFK, doing something, middle of the day, just reading Skype. I'm actually sitting with a controller in my lap still, which is kind of funny, because I just played Spelunky. Apologize for a little bit of lagginess that's going on here. I am rendering a video. My new computer build, I only got myself 8 gigs of RAM. Oh, good, the flags are still there. So he still says thanks. I don't even know if Doc's seen his yet, actually. Because even though it was a present for Anders, it was a present for Doc just as much. I figured he would appreciate having the German flag there. But I don't know if he's had the chance to see it. I don't think he comes back and forth through the portal too much. I could be wrong. I know he spends a lot of... Oh, yeah, wait. I also heard that over at Doc Shop, there is a great deal on glowstone that I think I want to buy lots of. I actually came out here just to give myself some more healing. More hearts by healing. And I'm about to sneeze, so... Pardon me. Guys, we will check the death games while I'm here really quickly. Zisto, Packrat, me! I like to know when it's coming. Yes, I know I can clear the name. I like to know that the possibility of it coming exists. Makes it more fun that way. Doc Shop. Oh, somebody bought him out. That's sad. It's okay. I'm not in the super crazy need for glowstone right now. I was just going to grab some if he was selling it for as cheap as he was. But either way, today, what is on the docket? I'm actually not 100% sure. I think what I'm going to do is take some of that birchwood that I had and go in and see how it would look to make some type of table for my nurse's station in there. Because that's why I planted it there in the first place. And on the last video, I spent the time to... Such a weird horse. I spent all that time to actually go chop it down while I was talking to you guys. So I figured maybe I can see if it's going to be what I actually want it to be or not. I'm not sure. One of these days I should make this nether portal cooler. The way to my little base. But it might move a little bit because I'm going to eventually move this probably over to the morgue. What do I need? I need food. Oh, I can probably go harvest potatoes and start cooking them up, but I want to eat food right now. And today, kind of a funny topic to talk about. Back to the toilet humor stuff, because I love toilet humor. They were actually talking about it on the radio the other day, and I found it hilarious because which one is this? Efficiency on braking. Okay, get rid of that stuff. Because I had... yeah, I got my shears. I'm going to take this thing down, too, and get it prepared and ready. That's what I should do, is I should get some snow. Oh. Great. Be back. Okay, I'm back. Still have to log in and log out every so often. Whatever. But I was listening to the radio the other day, and they actually started talking about, I think it was over by where the Olympics are being held this year, and they had a picture of their bathroom stall. Yes, they had a picture on the radio. It's crazy. No, they were posting it and showing you to go look at it, which I never looked at it because I didn't have to, because I know exactly what they're talking about. But basically, the radio morning DJ was so confused and concerned because they were conserving space. They claimed they were conserving space by putting basically a 1.5 stall worth in the bathroom. They were using it to put in... What did I say? Like, I was going to make the nurse's station back here somewhere. They had made it so there was 2 stalls in each of these bathrooms. So if you go in, we're not talking about the urinal. We're talking that if in a men's bathroom, because for ladies, if you don't understand, men's bathroom have urinals. I'm sure you really do understand that. And I will tell you very honestly, especially when you go to those places that are very obscurely marked with, if it's a men's room or a women's room, you know, some people try to be like funny, like, haha, we'll do this, we'll do this in a different way and make people, oh, see. Oh, sorry about that. I was like fighting back to sneeze on that one. But, you know, different types of restaurants will sit there and be like, hi, zombie. What are you doing? Hey, why are you coming after me now? They will put different names on the bathroom doors. They won't say men's and women's. They'll say like blokes and shiras or whatever they say at like Outback Steakhouse. I know the men's is blokes. I can't remember what the women's one is. But sometimes you go to these places and they have these very obscure signs, especially if you're sitting in like, you know, a Belgian restaurant and they have these crazy words for men and women that they use. And they'll put those on the door instead. I mean, if you go to like a German place and they have the German words for men and women, maybe I don't know what those words are. I've never been to Germany. I've never been to, you know, Belgium. I've never been to those places. So if I don't know what they are, yes, I'm going to get myself a little bit confused sometimes what they are. So you walk into the bathroom door and essentially you sit there, and if you can't tell what it is, if you actually make the plunge and try to sneak your way into the bathroom just to see if it's the right one, the first thing you're doing as a man is you're looking to see if there's a urinal there. That works well in most cases, and most men will be able to testify that that is exactly what we do. Why can I not remember for the life of me how to make a fence post? Oh, because it's with sticks. No wonder I'm not able to do this properly. So you'll walk in and you'll look and see if there's a restroom really quick, or a urinal really quick, and then you'll know that you're in the right place. It actually makes it extremely difficult in DC as well, because a lot of the places, which I think this is a good thing actually, so I'm not knocking this as how it is, but they will share bathrooms. They'll have like 2 single bathrooms, like single toilet, single sink, and things like that, and they'll make not men's and women's. It's just kind of a first come, first serve type of area, and I'm not against that at all, because the men's line is usually, oh, I forgot that that's going to look like that. The men's line is usually much shorter than a woman's line at a restroom, because we're quicker at doing what we need to do in there, as well as we usually have more places to go. Oh, that's way too high. How do I want to make a nurse's station out of this thing? I mean, we usually have more places to go. Like in a typical bathroom, you're probably going to sit there and have a men's... I don't know if that's going to look how I want it to look, though. Because I think what I need to do is actually make pressure plates, which are all going to be the same color anyways. So this birch might not be doing much for me. The birch stairs I can try. Yeah, because the pressure plates are going to look like that. I could change these out for stairs, though, and those will look different, so hold on a second. But in a typical, like, bathroom setup, you'll have a women's room where you have, like, 2 stalls, maybe. And in the men's room, you'll usually have 2 stalls that they're smaller stalls, and you'll have, like, 2 urinals stuffed in the corner somewhere as well. So there's more ability to cycle through. So on top of being faster at doing our business, we are also, you know, have more ability to do, you know, our business in a much more expedient manner because of that. But so I'm okay with that happening. But back to the story, he was actually talking about this place in the Olympics, and they were trying to speed up the bathrooms. Like, this is what their claim is. I'm not sure if I believe this is why, but okay, I just heard a door open. I know I'm up in the death games. I don't even have a door on this thing. But somebody is around. I had to get quiet because they can hear me. No, they really can't hear me. I could actually keep talking at my normal normal volume, but I think I have decent gear to be able to fight with. But unfortunately, I don't have a way to go look. Because I bet you they went right through that door. They are lurking somewhere, and I just unfortunately don't know where it is. Was he shot by skeletons around me? There's an Enderman out here as well. I don't want to have to do this creepy thing here. I gotta run. Oh shoot, can't shut the door with ship. Maybe I was hearing things, but I could have sworn that I heard a door open. That's just the sheep above me. I could have sworn I heard a door open. I could be completely crazy, but I think it's more fun to be a little scared and wonder what's actually going on in here. I don't see anything going on, though. And I don't see anybody hidden over here, either. That's part of the fun in knowing that you're the one that's up for the death games. I mean, granted, it adds some paranoia, but if I had heard my door otherwise, I might have been like, hey, a visitor, yay, let's go see who wants to come visit me. Whereas now I'm more sneaking around. I'm so sure I heard a door. I wonder if Badge actually was outside looking for me and got shot outside my area. If that's the case, he'll probably be coming back through here. He just wouldn't have any of the stuff that he needs because he's gonna have been dead. I say he did. So that's a little interesting. I kind of want to go back to the hospital while still maintaining my protectiveness, but I don't quite know how to do that. I'm just gonna stand here and look for a second while I'm not looking anymore at all, since I just covered up my bar. Well, let's sneak back over to here to the hospital as quickly as possible. Okay, they're zombies. They're all coming after me. So that gives me the impression that nobody's here. So maybe I'm just completely wrong. But either way, back to the bathroom story. What he was talking about was that they did it to conserve space. I forgot that I'm going to have little zombie guys coming after me in here, and I don't have any glass on me. Talking about to conserve space, they took one handicap-sized stall and they put 2 toilets into it. Now, would you be able to use a toilet, sit down on a public toilet, even stand up at a public toilet as a man? I might be able to more stand up at a public toilet because I've used many troughs in my life. And when I say trough, for those of you who don't understand, they used to actually make these urinals that were troughs, literally troughs, and you'd put kind of like ice in the bottom. And I know, it sounds lovely, doesn't it? And oh man, this is such a perfect spot. If I made this room one bigger, actually, could I put a table in the corner and put this stuff like this with a table in the middle, like this. I don't think I ever picked up those pressure plates because I was full and I was walking around so much that nobody was able to, or I was not able to grab them again in time. So let's get rid of that thing. We'll use these for now. Oops. 3 pressure plates. But yeah, so I don't know if you could ever do that. Like I said, I could go in a stall. I could go in a urinal next to somebody. I might be able to do standing up at the urinal or at the side-by-side toilet, but I could never actually go in there with somebody and use the facilities. It just wouldn't be able to happen. Like, there's no way that I could sit down next to somebody on a toilet, and I think most people in their right minds would probably say the exact same thing. Actually, I want to do... Didn't I do something like this in my old place? No, I can't put a block there, though. I'm trying to remember how I built those fire lockers. They weren't quite like that, but they were close to like that. It was a chest, it was a door. I don't know what else it was. We're going to go with some equipment in a minute. But the reason that I didn't need to see the picture of this, I mean, I know, just kind of like picture this thing. It's like crazy. Who would ever think to do that, to conserve space, etc., thinking that people are actually going to utilize it? If you're going to have to do something like that, I mean, you might as well just either build a bigger area, build, you know, smaller stalls or whatever, but there's probably regulations that go involved in that, with like size of what handicap stalls have to be. And that is the reason that I know what this thing looks like, is because at my old college, we had what we used to call in our campus center, we had the Tandem crapper. And we didn't call it the Tandem crapper, we used other words for it, but trying to keep a channel a little bit friendly for those who needed to be for normal conversation's sake. It was the Tandem crapper. It was literally a handicap stall that had 2 toilets in it, and it was every floor of our campus center had the facilities on the corners all had the exact same thing. Now, the reason that they had the exact same thing was actually because they had at one point done some renovations to the building. When you do renovations to the building, you then have to make sure things that previously weren't necessarily in code, they were at the time it was built, but now the codes has changed. When you renovate one thing, you often have to renovate and come up to code. It's like at McDonald's when I worked there. We had made modifications to our front counter area when we did a remodel. When we did that, they forced us to drop the front counter area by, I think it was 1.5 feet or something like that. And the reason for that 1.5 feet was because the regulations had changed, that everything had to be wheelchair accessible so that people in a wheelchair could come up to the front counter area and still order without having to like have somebody bend all the way, bend over and give them stuff, or they're reaching up, like trying to reach out of their wheelchair and do things. I heard it again. Now I think I might just be crazy, because that creeper's still after me, so I must just be crazy in hearing things. But so you often have to, come up to these new codes. So what the college had to do was they were required to They were required to come up to code and make the stalls big enough in order to be a handicap stall. But in doing so, some random way that they were able to get around it was that they didn't take out the other toilet. They just left it in there. They made the room big enough, but they left the toilet in there, which is hilarious. But that is exactly what they did. How did this go? I don't quite remember exactly, but it looked really, really cool. That's all I remember, is it looked really cool. I could go back and watch some old videos. Maybe if I do this, put some stairs on the sides like this and this, and put a half slab here or something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to make lockers for the people. If you guys can't figure out what I'm doing, I'm sure it's not obvious exactly what I'm doing, because I'm kind of doing something really strange. And I'm just not remembering how it was done in the past, but lockers. So we had the Tandem crapper, and it was always a thing in my fraternity house. Yes, I was in a fraternity. In my fraternity house, if you were ever in the campus center, we had a fraternity requirement. I mean, I don't know how you enforce that requirement, but it was more of a funny thing because you'd come back to the fraternity house and you'd be like, yep, used it today. But you had to use the tandem crapper and you had to utilize the pinch and switch method. I know you're sitting there going, what is the pinch and switch method, Jeff? I don't understand. Like, pinch and switch. I don't get it. Pinch and switch method means you have to start on one toilet and finish on the other one. Whether that means you completely finish, your job in the one, move over to the other one, and that's where you put your toilet paper or not. It's up to you on however you want to go about doing this whole pinch and switch method. You know what? Nurses never get big enough lockers like that. We are going to stack these babies up and just put trap doors on the front of them. That's what we're going to do. Because these puppies are... There we go. So if I put you on the floor... No. Get on somewhere. Hello? No, I want you doing that, but on that block. Are you not allowed to do that? Can I not put you in front of a chest? Can I just put you somehow on this half slab? Is that not acceptable? Apparently it's not acceptable to put that on the ground. So wait, if I were to... how can I make this happen? I want you here, but I want... I think this is not going to work the way I wanted it to, because I'm going to have to put you there. I'll put you there, but you're actually connected to this block. Crap. So I can't do mini lockers, but I guess I can make people share lockers, which is often something that happens as well. I do have a lot of chests somewhere else, but we are going to just do this for now. So the pinch and switch, and the whole concept of it is you don't flush the toilet when you're done. The second toilet you don't flush when you're done, so that somebody comes, or the first toilet I should say. I know it's gross. I was in a fraternity house. I didn't say we were the smartest and most wonderful people in the world, but that's what we did. And you put a so there's that looks fine. I just remember this looking so much better. However, somebody had designed it for me before. I'm going to have to rewatch that video to see. Because this is going to be the lockers that the nurses' break room, where they get to go store their stuff in here. Okay, that didn't work, but I can definitely still make this one fit because I already did that once. So it made it look like you didn't use the bathroom, or you didn't flush the toilet when you were finished, or it makes it look like you didn't wipe when you were done. I don't know why we did something like that, but I thought it was kind of, funny, and I almost called into the show had I not been so close to work and only been, about 10-minute drive away. I would have tried to call in and, explain to him this story, because he was so amazed that he ever saw a picture of a toilet like that, and it was just like a staple at my college. I think on collegehumor.com somebody actually put a picture of it up there while we were in college. It was probably one of my fraternity brothers most likely did that, because College Humor was also a website that we loved. College Humor, because it was just funny. I still love College Humor. I think it's a very humorous website, to say the least. But I really can't believe this locker system. Hang on one second. I gotta go find this out. This is gonna drive me insane. Okay, guys, I just went through and actually rewatched the whole locker idea video. And thank you again for Gaming with Mini Bandit, who is the person who suggested this in the first place that I put in my fire station. And I did build this properly. I guess it looks different in the space that I have here than I had before. But it was essentially, it was this. So I did build it exactly like I was supposed to build it. It just doesn't look the same to me, but like I said, that's probably a space thing. I can put another chest in there when I get one. I can actually make one. And at least have 2 lockers for the nurses to make sure that they can put their stuff in the break room. I mean, we need to have a nice break room. I don't know why that just happened. I don't want that many. I don't want that many. I just want one door. Thank you. I didn't mean to make 2 chests on that. Now I have an uneven number of them, but whatever. What are you going to do? So this is what it comes down to. Oh, no, wait, here we go. Here we go. I can move these ones over. There we go. That's why I think with more of them together is going to look a lot better. It was just looking so big and awkward, but it's because I only had the one sitting there. So thank you again to Mini Bandit. He, Gaming with Mini Bandit. He gave me this idea a long time ago. I think it actually looks like perfect in here. I might switch the doors out to metal doors and put pressure plates in front of them, which is exactly how he originally had this thing set up, as opposed to with a single door, or excuse me, with a wooden door. I don't have to change I don't need to change that. I don't know. This is just an idea, and if I pull this back so it's a smaller layer, or if I don't pull it back, if I pull it this way, maybe make that whole room. I'm not really sure. I could get rid of that actually and do this. Either way, I don't know. Just some ideas I'm throwing out there, trying to get some things done. Video about the tandem crapper. Tandem crapper. It was funny when I was in college. I think it's still funny now. I can't believe that somebody's actually setting it up, claiming it's for a space-saving venture, because like I said, we know the reason that the college did it. They came clean and told us exactly why they did it at one point, and I believe that a heck of a lot more than I believe, you know, that you did it because you thought people would utilize it, because that's probably not going to be the way that it works. People aren't going to utilize that thing to the full extent. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. If you would go into one of those things and use it, let me know, because I could be completely wrong on that. I can't imagine that that's the case, but it's very possible. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I am back from my trip. I will talk about the trip in a different video at some point, but right now I wanted to get on, get some of this building done. Yeah, I think that's going to look good. Put this thing back down with these tabletops on it. Something like that. 3 of these on top. Maybe even put one of these back here just for more room to sit. And obviously I'm going to finish building this wall. So yeah, this is kind of nice. I can always extend this out as well. Even put a secondary table over here, something like that. Maybe a TV up there in the corner so you can go relax, watch TV. And then this will be the break room for the nurses, which is going to be hidden right behind this. And I mean, it could even stretch out around this particular room and utilize this whole area. That's just like the sitting room, and maybe we can make a bigger conference area right here, but I don't know. Either way, hope you guys are enjoying yourself, having a good week, and I will see you guys next time. Whoop, creeper. I'm just going to stay in here for the night. And remember, I'll steal your pants too.